Shalom. This is Yehudit Goldfarb from Svat. I want to share with you the counting of the Omer with movement for the 18th day of the Omer, which is Netzach Shabbat Teferet. It's already the 18th day here in Israel. Many of you are abroad and it may not be the 18th day yet, but you can have this in advance to see what movements you might use when you count the Omer for this next day. So for the way I use my Otiyot Hayyot movements for counting the Omer is to use the movements for the shapes and sounds of the nikudot, the Hebrew vowels. And for the whole week up to Teferet, which is now the third week, I also use a color scheme to dress by to remind myself which day it is. So for example, this week is Teferet, so I'm wearing a green skirt. This is the rainbow system of the colors. There's the Zohar has another system. I use the owl for Netzach, because today, the 18th day, is Netzach Shabbat Teferet. It's 2 weeks and 4 days, the Omer count. And then I use the yellow scarf as well to remind myself that every Wednesday of any week during the year has also the energy of Netzach. So the energies today, Netzach has many translations: eternity, perseverance. I particularly like sense of purpose, purposefulness, because the vowel that corresponds the Sephirot of Netzach is the Chirik, the E sound and the shape of a single dot. And so I make this movement by bringing my fingers together in front of me and bringing it down as I open out and go forward with a straight back. So it goes E, and bending my knees. My feet are shoulder width apart, parallel to each other, slightly bent all the time to start. And then I bring my hands up into a dot, come down, E, E, E. A sense of intentionality, decision making here. And then the basis of the whole week is Teferet, which is the Cholam, the O sound. It's the Vav with a dot on top. And I do that by bringing my hands together with a little dip coming up, and the fingers touch as a kind of like a ball going above my head, and then I open it up, into a big heart. So it's oh. So the combination for today would be starting with the Netzach form, the Chirik, and then combining that with the Cholam for Teferet. And I do the repetition 3 times for the fixing of and purification and sanctification, you might say, of all this way that I might combine Netzach in the context of Teferet, such as what is my sense of purpose within the place of harmony and beauty and alignment with something bigger than myself. Teferet very much has to do with aligning with Hashem's will as much as I can, recognizing that I'm not in charge of the larger picture. I can have a sense of purpose and a sense of focus and a sense of how I fit into the larger pattern with Netzach, but ultimately I'm not in charge. That's part of the focusing of this day as I go through, seeing how that manifests in my life and how I might fix any blockages in the way that having a sense of purpose and meaning in each day within a balanced, harmonious context plays itself out in my life. So let me do it on the 3 levels. The first level is the level of nefesh, my physical level of my soul, my beingness, my aliveness. my presence. Come up. E. O. And then at the emotional level, E. O. And thirdly, at the level of the neshama, the intellect, E. O. And pausing each time at the end, letting Hashem breathe me, my knees slightly bent, hanging from a string from above, supporting me, and letting myself be breathed, receiving in order to give. Thank you.